Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're back with another recap of Tyler Perry's Sistas, Season 5, Episode 5. Can we honestly just say, like, Tyler Perry, can you stop dragging this season out? Like, there was more commercials than there was an episode. Like, make it make sense. Like, come on now, get it together. So it basically continues off with, let's see, who we want to start with. Oh, Danny, she at work. And Q's still trying to, like, talk to her. And she's basically, like, not giving him the time of day. And he asked her a question on his application. And she was like, he was like, what should I put for this number? She was like, don't worry about it. And he was like, so what does that supposed to mean? She was like, resuscitate. She was like, yeah, that's why I told you don't worry about it, because they're going to train you how to do that. And then she also was also trying to, like, holler at her. And she basically wasn't giving him the time of day. And she was like, you high? He was like, what? What are you talking about? She was like, you definitely not going to make it. Like, eventually, she shoots him off. And she got back to work. She called Andy, I believe, or Andy called her. And Danny was like, well, what's the update? Have you talked to Robin? And Andy was like, no, he's still in the meeting. The meeting he was in was with Gary. And that right there didn't go so well. So eventually they got off the phone with each other. Then, okay, at the law firm, Robin and Gary are chopping it up after Hayden done told Andy to see who he's talking to. So they're standing outside in the hallway. And come to find out, Hayden set all that up. And I wonder who the client is that's trying to get into merge both of those companies, because they didn't say who it was. They just said there's a client. And of course they needed Gary to be a part of it, because yeah, it's just crazy. It's so crazy. Like, so eventually Robin and Gary stopped talking. Gary basically told Robin, like, listen, she's mine. I know y'all had sex or whatever. And Robin was like, and Gary was like, I'm going to give it back. He was like, well, I don't see no ring on her finger. They said some words to each other, and Robin was like, you threatening me? And Gary was like, no, I'm just letting you know that this is what it is. So eventually they parted ways. And Andy, she was on the phone with, she was on the phone with Danny. And then she got off and she was like, listen, I'm going to go talk to Robin while I got time. So she ends up going into his office. He basically read the room on her. He basically felt like he wasted his time dealing with her because he found out some more information. And it's just, like, unsettling to him. So he basically made her feel humiliated. He was disgusted with her. He was disappointed in her. He basically wanted to know how her sex life was, because he found out that she had sex with Paris. And he was like, you definitely, I thought you had a different caliber of men that you like. And it come to find out, like, you basically all over the place like a whore. And Andy was also gonna ask him, like, I need help with my friend. And he's thinking about, like, dang, you always need my help, but when I ask for something, it's like a problem. You ask for my help for Fatima. You ask for my help with Zach. Now you need help with this friend. So it's just like, well, dang, you asking all these favors, but what can I really get in return? So he was like, listen, I guess from here on out, they, like, thought they was like this. They like this now. All that. So basically, it's now a professional business relationship, boss to employee, and that's just what it is. And, you know, she told him, like, she's had her annual and biannual checkups, and that she came back clean, and he the same. And he also told her, like, the last case she had was horrible. She should have did better. So now they basically on a boss to employee relationship. None of that kinky business that they had going on before, because he found out, you know, she had sex with Paris. So come to find out, Gary and Hayden are talking, and it was Hayden who was the one who gave the anonymous email tip to to Robin. So basically, Hayden wants to get Robin out of his own company, which let's see how far he succeeds. And he's basically doing this because he wants Fatima, but Fatima not giving him the time of day. She done told him numerous times, like, listen, y'all have one day, and you wasn't even like semi-hard, and it was like you really sweating over her. She don't want you. She done told you time and time before, because it's like, when you think about it, he was cordial with her and he didn't bother her unless there was somebody in the picture. And since Zach came into the picture, it was like all breaks and all hell went loose, because now he's trying to show how he really is. Like let it go. She don't want you. Your feelings is hurt. I get it. Move on. There's other fish in the sea. And she made it clear numerous times she do not want you. She's in a relationship with somebody and she's happy. Like, let her be. Now you messed with her guy too. Like, man, let it go. So basically, Gary's doing this so that they can, get him out of the company. And Hayden doing that as well, because he's still after Zach. Like, let him go. Gary was like, listen, why you so sweating this Zach guy for? Like, come on, he good people. But he was like, listen, I want Fatima, and I'm going to try to do anything in my power to try to get her. But you know what? Hayden is Hayden. He going to do what he want. And look, Fatima going to, she going to come get her rounds in with him, because he keeps messing with her. And she going to come back 10 times harder. Like, believe me, she should have had somebody deal with him when he was on the roof of that car. Like, why you spare his life? Why did you spare his life, sis? Because now he's really coming for you. So Hayden wants Gary to help him with that. And Gary was like, nah, I'm not doing that. And then he was like, I'll call you. I'll let you know. I'll call you. And he was like, eventually he left. So after that, Fatima, she talks to Andy. And Andy tells her how things went with Robert. And then she also tells her, like, how Sabrina's in jail. So she was like, okay, you could just come by my house and I'm going to let you be my cousin. Her favors are expensive. We're going to see what she can do, because she knows any and everybody. Like, if y'all not watching All the Queen's Men, y'all need to check it out, because season 3 is right around the corner too. Like, come on, get in. Y'all got to know Madam, or Marilyn, as they say. But y'all got to. She is about her business. She don't be playing with her paper. Her business is everything. Like, when you think about it, they all kind of remind me of Medea. Like, but that's all Medea's family. Like, distant nieces, nephews, cousins, whatever. That's like all Medea. Like, Medea is a thug. And them the thug kids right there. Like, oh my God. But anyway, let's get back to it. So yeah, eventually, Fatima got Andy to come to her house. And we see Zach with his little fine self. And he's getting ready to go to meet with Karen at her house. So they get there and they're chopping it up. And Zach is still trying to find a way to get back, stay in the house. He was like, oh, so you're not part of the sister circle? He was like, no, I'm part of the Fatima and Andy circle. Like, And the only person that really, really messes with Fatima on all levels is Danny. It's like they're the same person, which I'm here for. Like, I wish they, like, Andy, Danny, and Fatima could just, do like a thing with just them, because ever since Karen found out that Zach was messing with Fatima, she 360. Because at first she was feeling her. Now that she found that out, the switch done turned off, and now she hate her with everything in her power. Like, come on now. So we get to Karen's house. We get to Karen's house. She finally finished her letters. Her mother finished making dinner. And knocks on the door. Is Aaron. He's like super early. Like, you could feel the tension in the room. Like, it was off. Like, Karen, like, she wanted Aaron there, but she kind of didn't want Aaron there, because she still got feelings for that. So they're chopping it up, talking and stuff like that. So he's basically asking her how her day was. And she was like, this is the same old. I'm on bed rest, doing what I got to do. I wrote this letter so I can express my feelings to you and Zach. So basically, we just waited for him to get here. So Zach comes in like, 30, 40 minutes later. And you can tell, like, it was so awkward just seeing them and enter. So basically, he's standing at the door talking to Lisa. And then they say a couple of words. She was like, listen, I didn't think you was still feeling me because, you know what, chest fight. Boy, get in here and give me the hug. You can tell, like, because they got history. So, obviously, you're going to know it's going to be a little bit more empathetic towards one another. So, she greeted Zach with a hug. He came in, and he's standing there like, okay, come here, we get this over with. You could see that his face, like, he was ready to get it over. It was like, he looked at Karen like, so, basically, yeah, that was that. Oh, also, Danny, she not hooked it, but she called Jonah. And they about to go out for drinks. So, yeah, this episode was kind of like, it was dragged out. It really ain't got much, we really didn't get too far into this. But, you know, hopefully next week's episode will be a lot more better. And also, they got Angela on the show, which is wonderful. Tima's best friends. Yes, girl. I was like, oh, Angela. But yeah, that is that. This episode was kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like pulling teeth because we still didn't get to the good part. We still didn't get to the good part, which is free Sabrina and Maurice. Like, come on now. Oh, and where the heck is Preston at? Where he at? Because Danny going out on a date and whatever. Like, where the boy at? Come on. I know how y'all feel about each other. Like, come on and, like, get the ball moving. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this recap. It kind of felt like I was all over the place. But listen, like I said in previous videos, if y'all actually watch Sistas, y'all actually can see where I'm coming from. I just hope next week's episode is more juicy because right now, like I said, it was pulling teeth. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this recap. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.